بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the help of Allah, we began a brief commentary of Quran. We got to chapter Maeda, the 5th chapter of Quran, which is revealed in Medina. It has 120 verses. Please listen to verse 45.
وكتبنا عليهم فيها أن النفس بالنفس والعين بالعين والأنف بالأنف والأذن بالأذن والسن بالسن والجروح قصاص فمن تصدق به فهو كفارة له ومن لم يحكم بما أنزل الله فأولئك هم الظالمون.
And we prescribe to them in it that life is for life, and eye for eye, and nose for nose, and ear for ear, and tooth for tooth, and reprisal in wounds. But he who forgoes it, it shall be an expiation for him. And whoever did not judge by what Allah revealed, those are they that are the unjust. Previous section we talked about this verse. In two sections actually we talked about this verse, that Allah says in Torah there was the law of retaliation. Life for life, eye for eye, nose for nose, ear for ear. And also the injuries, there is a retaliation in injuries. We talked about more details in Islam. We said the law of retaliation, we have such a things in Islam, plus another chapter in Islam we have Babut Diyat. Diyat is a plural of Diya. Diya means blood money. In Torah we didn't have such a chapter, such a law, that if a person kills another person, the guardian doesn't want to kill the murderer, but they don't want to leave him just like that. They did not have such an option, either to forgive or to ask the judge to punish him, to take his life. But in Islam, there is a blood money, diya, that the guardians can ask the family of murderer or murderer himself to take some money. For the parts of the body is the same and injuries are the same. We were talking about some rules that we have in Islam regarding to retaliation or injuries. We mentioned some, and one of the Islamic laws in this chapter is that if the guardians of a person who is murdered are 2 or 3 or 4 people, some of them ask that the murderer should be killed, and some of them say, no, we should forgive. One of them says we should forgive, 3 says, no, kill him. Or from the other side, one of them says murderer should be murdered, and other 3 people says we should forgive. What is the Islamic rules here? Our Shia scholar says, in this case, the person who asked for retaliation to take the life, we must listen to him, but we should tell him, okay, give the money to other 3 people. Because, for example, if one person's blood money is $10,000 and the person who is killed is like four peoples are his guardian, each person has a right to talk about $2,500. If one of these four people says, no, you should kill him, he should pay $7,500 to others because each one has forgiven. He should pay the money for them, then he should ask the judge to kill him. For the injuries are the same. So the injuries, the blood money will be divided to four, and if or five or six, it doesn't make a difference. But if one person will ask for retaliation, he should pay the blood money to the others who have been forgiven. There are a few messages that we can get from this verse. One, from this sentence that Allah says, أَنَّ النَّفْسَ بِالنَّفْسِ وَالْعَيْنَ بِالْعَيْنِ وَالْأَنْفَ بِالْأَنْفِ, Allah wants to say that people are equals. So, life for life. It doesn't mean that one person is rich or poor, handsome or is not handsome, for example. It doesn't make a difference, and the Islamic rule is the same for all. Also, from this sentence, we understand that the law of retaliation was prescribed in Torah. It was before Islam. Qisas is not only in Islam. Allah says, وَكَتَبْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ, we have prescribed to them, it means to Jew, فِيهَا أَنَّ النَّفْسَ بِالنَّفْسِ. In Torah is mentioned such a law. We have such a thing, but in Islam, as we mentioned, there are much more details regarding to the retaliation and blood money. Then Allah says, فَمَنْ تَصَدَّقَ بِهِ فَهُوَ كَفَّارَةٌ, and whoever did not judge, فَهُوَ كَفَّارَةٌ, it means whoever, فَمَنْ تَصَدَّقَ بِهِ, whoever forgives such a thing, forgive the killer, for example, or the person who is injured, فَهُوَ كَفَّارَةٌ لَهُ, this is an expiation for him. It means Allah will forgive his sin. It is a kind of forgiveness for a person who could ask retaliation, but he didn't. From this sentence, we understand that at the same time that Allah gives the right for retaliation, at the same time, Allah encourages us to forgive. Allah says, if you forgive, I'm going to forgive your sin. And all of us have committed sin, and we need Allah's forgiveness, so it is better to forgive. We will see that at the same time that Allah gives such a right, and it is a حقوق, حق, it is a right for us, at the same time encourages us to forgive. This is Islamic moral, that Allah says, although you can kill him and you can ask judge to take his life, but don't do it. The parts of the body, you can do the same as he did, but don't do it, and forgive him. This is one of the Islamic issues, moral issues that are mentioned in Islam, which is so important. Also, when Allah says, أَنَّ النَّفْسَ بِالنَّفْسِ, life for life, we understand that sometimes a person or some people will not stop to commit sin or to commit a crime unless by doing the same and having retaliation regarding to them. Unless they will be scared of giving their life. Otherwise, they will not stop. And because of that, Allah says, you have right to take the life. Then Allah says, وَمَنْ لَمْ يَحْكُمْ بِمَا أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ فَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الظَّالِمُونَ, and whoever did not judge by what Allah revealed, those are they that are the unjust. Allah wants to say that these are the Allah's rules that Allah has revealed. Allah has revealed in Torah, Allah has revealed in Quran. And if a person doesn't follow it and doesn't practice it, he must understand that such a people are unjust people. They are unjust toward themselves and unjust regarding to others. Because when we are not doing the same, for example, we are not punishing others, we are not practicing such a law in the society, then sometimes there will be much more and more thief and criminals, because they know that you are not going to bother them or to treat them the same. In such a time, it is oppressing to other people. Then you will be unjust regarding to others who will not feel security and safe in the society. Because of that, Allah says these people are oppressors, are not just regarding to themselves and toward others. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.